Hi everyone, so final video review for this week is for Change of Heart by Clare Lydon. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there is a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or my blog, then there is a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Change of Heart by Clare Lydon. Truly beautiful. It really was a very beautiful story. Erin hires Steph as a fake date, a fake girlfriend, to take to her parents' anniversary party. They arrive and family drama is in full swing. They need to survive for 5 days, and as an actor, obviously Steph adjusts perfectly to the role she's being cast in, and it's not until they sort of get talking and get to know one another, mostly sort of fueled by the fact that Erin's family is in full-on drama when they get there, that they offer help and support to each other in difficult times, and they sort of grow closer than either of them had kind of intended to. So plans change, and this was such a clever and captivating emotional romance. It had a lot in there. There is so much to be said about the story, and then so much that can't be said without giving away the whole story. So it was very emotional. I adored every moment of the story. I was completely hooked from the beginning, and it was a really good fake romance. Completely captures your heart because it's one of those typical situations where people are thrown into something where they have an expectation, and then that expectation is changed because they end up unintentionally developing a connection and then a relationship and everything else. But when I got further into the story, I just realised how emotional this was going to be, not only for Erin but also for Steph, and then for you as the reader. And it had a hint of Clare's trademark humour that I've sort of grown to know, but it was more sentimental romance, and it had a lot deeper meaning and a lovely element of surprise in this one. So it wasn't what I expected at all, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Couldn't have predicted what was actually going to happen. There was a few family orientated moments in here, hard hitting moments. Some of them were quite hard and they left me feeling very emotional, but it transpired through that was needed for this connection and relationship to form between Erin and Steph in the way it did. So it was a true story about fate bringing people together unexpectedly. These people were kind of destined to connect in more than one way, and it was just really, it was unbelievable, but so very believable and realistic at the same time, if you know what I mean. It was one of those once in a lifetime moments that it seems really unlikely, but when you think about how many people there are in the world, and sort of your chances of meeting someone that you can have the connection that Erin and Steph were going to have, it's really, it's magical, but it's also it's a strange one because it's fate interfering and playing again and bringing those two people together, almost like the universe had this planned from like the day dot. It's so amazing. But I couldn't put the book down. I became so immersed in this story, and you know, when it appeared that smooth sailing in this story was going to be disrupted, I just had this feeling that you know, Erin and Steph weren't going to be able to deny anything anyway. It was, you know, fate was going to bring them back together anyway, whether they tried to sort of avoid their connection or not. So I highly recommend Change of Heart, and hope we see Erin and Steph again in future stories, because it was a really moving story and I really enjoyed it, and I know you will too. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Change of Heart by Clare Lydon. It really is a very special story, so I hope you will. If you've read Change of Heart by Clare Lydon, I would love to hear your thoughts, so please get in touch, please comment below and let us know what you thought of the story. If you haven't read Change of Heart yet but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, or you're now really intrigued and thinking I really want to read that, it would be great to hear from you as well. And if you do read it, I hope you enjoy it. Bye.